Hello, lovely people. There is a saying in Germany which translates into something like, get dressed warmly. And that's not only referring to the weather. It's also it's used when the situation gets really tough and hard to bear. So I'm dressed warmly today because the situation in the world and in Germany gets tough, is tough. This morning I was listening to a long speech of Bernie Sanders, a US senator who has always been outspoken, and his speech was really, really strong. He was urging the American people to not give up in the current situation, but to stand up, to do something, not only to wait passively, close their eyes, and go into a deep winter sleep. I was very much encouraged by his speech, and I published it on my Facebook page. And then I was thinking, well, we have a similar situation. Not that we have already been cursed with a person in power who is so mean and evil as the US situation is right now. But this week has shown the tendency, and that tendency is horror. A few days ago, we had the Holocaust Remembrance Day, the International Holocaust Remembrance Day. And many of the still living survivors were giving out statements and pleading to prevent that something like that would ever happen again. And this week, for the first time in 80 years, our parliament was allowing to happen that a right-wing, partly Nazi party was empowered to agree to a resolution. I'm not going further into that political situation right now, but I want to say we have a responsibility as citizens, not only to vote, but to keep our eyes and hearts open to what's happening and do everything we can in our power to prevent that something like the Holocaust is ever happening again. We cannot do right by closing our eyes and meditating. Yes, meditation and working on ourselves and healing our wounds is a condition to be an open-hearted, loving, caring human being. But then we also have to stand up and raise our voices. And with this Sakino on Sunday video, I do that. I raise my voice and I urge you to use your voice too. And especially our voice is valid when we participate in the elections. That's our power. Of course, we can also go to demonstrations and things like that, and I absolutely support that. But we also have to vote for the people who really care for people, who are not only interested in their own power, but who, even if they make mistakes, for God's sake, everybody is human and we make mistakes. But there are people in this country who can be elected, who have a good heart and a good attitude. Vote. Raise your voice. Participate. And don't hide in the corner, even though I confess, sometimes I just want to do exactly that. I want to hide. I want nothing to do with anything. But that doesn't help. As long as I have a voice, I have to use it. And the situation in the world is getting tougher and tougher. And if we don't stand up against the evil tendencies that are arising everywhere, we are failing. We are missing out on our responsibility to create a world that's worth living in for our children, for our grandchildren. If it's not even for us, I'm 76. I don't have so much of a future anymore. But there are children now, there are babies being born, and it's their future that we have to care about. So care, do something. So yes, I'm dressed warmly today. And it's not only because of the weather, it's symbolic. I'm dressing warmly so I can withstand the evil in the world. And I'm not saying that all those evil things are not in each of us. We all have those parts. The question is whether we act on them or not. Whether we act on the loving parts, whether we contribute to humanity as a loving, caring human being, or whether we just close our eyes or are even voting for the ones who do not care. Thank you for listening, and God bless you. This is not meant literally. If you believe in God, God bless you. If you don't believe in God, let the universe bless you, but be blessed. Thank you.